How do you install a CPU cooler backplate correctly? Imagine building a gaming PC where every component works perfectly and your CPU stays cool even during intense gaming sessions. One key step in this process is installing the backplate for your CPU cooler correctly. If you get this part wrong, your cooler might not sit properly, which can lead to poor cooling or even damage. So, let's walk through how to do it right. First, you need to identify the right backplate for your CPU socket type. For example, if you have an Intel processor with an LGA 1700 socket, you need a backplate designed for that. If you have an AMD processor with an AM5 socket, then you need the matching backplate. Compatibility is essential because each socket has different mounting hole patterns. Once you have the correct backplate, place it on the rear side of your motherboard. Carefully align the holes on the backplate with the mounting holes around the CPU socket. It's important to be precise here so that everything lines up perfectly. Hold the backplate steady with your fingers or a small tool while you prepare to secure it. Next, from the front side of the motherboard, insert the standoffs or screws through the mounting holes. These will go into the protruding posts or screws on the backplate. Tighten these screws gently but firmly, making sure the backplate stays flush against the motherboard. This step keeps the backplate stable and prevents it from shifting when you mount the cooler. After the backplate is secured, attach any mounting brackets or standoffs to the front side of the motherboard. These brackets will hold the cooler's base or pump tightly against the CPU. Use the screws provided with your cooler and tighten them evenly in a diagonal pattern. This means tightening one screw, then moving diagonally to the next, and so on. Doing this ensures even pressure across the CPU surface. Before mounting the cooler itself, apply a small amount of thermal paste to the center of the CPU. Usually, a pea-sized blob is enough. This helps transfer heat from the CPU to the cooler efficiently. Spread it evenly if needed, but most coolers will spread it out when pressed down. Now carefully place the cooler onto the CPU, aligning it with the mounting brackets or standoffs. Once in position, tighten the screws gradually and evenly in a diagonal pattern. Do not over-tighten any screw, as uneven pressure can reduce cooling performance or damage the CPU or motherboard. If you are installing a liquid cooler, you will also need to mount the radiator and fans inside your case. Usually, they go at the front or top of the case. Secure the radiator with the screws provided, making sure the fans are oriented to push or pull air as needed for optimal airflow. Getting the backplate installed properly is vital for maintaining good CPU temperatures, especially during gaming or heavy workloads. It also helps prevent damage to your motherboard or CPU socket. Always double-check that the backplate is compatible with your CPU socket and that all screws are tight but not over-tightened. This way, your cooling solution will perform at its best, keeping your gaming rig cool and ready for action.